Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. So for right now, we're going to start to lessen the noise, getting outside the hustle, outside the overthinking. And we're going to move into following the pull. So it's time for you to pause, put down the phone, and it's your time for you, for yourself, and for you to tune in to your energy. Let us ground. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth. We're going to create a grounding cord in the form of a tree trunk. And you could use whatever tree trunk you'd like, a maple, an oak tree, a palm, even a tall redwood. And allow the roots of that grounding cord to really anchor you to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. Releasing everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice big deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And let's say hello to the here and now. Come into present time. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light all around you. In that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses that represent your sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. Circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And now let's create a circle of red divine roses all around you, protecting your energy from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. Loved ones, experiences, furry animals, everything on the outside of your space as you claim your own energy. You are tuning in to who you are. Take a nice big deep breath. Come up to your 6th chakra and right between the brow, you're going to go about 2 feet out and create a movie screen. Put your life this week on your movie screen. And you're saying hello to all of it. Your opportunities, your challenges, your blessings. Giving yourself time for you, tuning in to you. And now as you look on your movie screen, I'd like you to envision an open sky and this beautiful field and a nice, warm and inviting pathway that puts you in the middle of this field as you look up to the sky and you see the stars, you see the galaxies, you see this whole universe happening before your eyes. And as you tune into these stars, you start to feel that the sky is holding space for you. It's been there your whole entire life, waiting for you to remember who you are. And as your feet are rooted firmly on the ground, let your shoulders soften. You don't have to hold it all right now. Let the earth hold you. Let the stars hold you. And as we tune in, there's a pull, a subtle hum, a current, not loud, but just present. Let's tune in to this energy. Where is your energy being called right now? Not what you think you should do, but what is your soul saying? Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's creating. Maybe it's a conversation you've been avoiding. Or a dream you've been dancing with, but haven't dared to fully pursue. Whatever it is, feel for it now. What pulls at you gently? No pressure, no forcing, just curiosity. Now, as you look onto the sky and you see all these beautiful stars reflecting back your own light, let this be a reminder you are made of the same magic, the same matter, the same energy that created galaxies. This lives in you. And just like the stars don't have to rush or push, you don't have to either. You just have to listen, tune in, and follow. Follow the pull. Let's breathe that in together. Inhaling the pull, letting go of the push. One more time. Inhaling the pull, letting go of the push. And as you look into the vast sky, the twinkling lights, let this image come with you this week. Let it move into your heart and be a reminder to give yourself a smile or a nod of gratitude because you showed up for yourself. The guidance is already within you. The pull is here. Just have to slow down long enough to feel it, to trust it, to follow it. Because the stars will always be there, and so will your truth. Now let's come back to the center of your head, and let's envision this beautiful golden light coming down through the heavens, coming down through that crown chakra, down through your sixth, igniting your sense of intuition and knowingness and that divine presence. Coming down into your fifth chakra, igniting your authentic expression and truth. And that warm light comes back into your heart space, feeling that divine presence and knowing that you can trust it. Feeling your way through the energy of you as it keeps coming down into your third chakra, allowing you to follow the pull and letting go of the push, the ebb and flow of life. Coming down into your second chakra, the I create energy, allowing yourself to feel that I create energy in such a beautiful, wonderful, creative way. The pleasures of life as it keeps coming down into your first chakra, the foundation of life, love of self, as it keeps coming down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility, down through your calves and into your feet. Wiggle your toes. Say hello to your fun fairies, the magic and the miracles of life. Remember that this week. As it moves back down into Mother Earth, say to yourself, I'm grounded, I'm expansive, I am tuning into my own energy and following my truth, following the pull. All is well. Life is good, and everything is moving forward exactly as it should be. Take a nice big deep breath. Release, stretch it out, and open your eyes. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. All right, guys, we live in a world that tells us to push harder, to grind longer, to hustle, like your life depends on it. But what if your life depends on something else entirely? What if your real power, your deepest fulfillment comes not from pushing, but from pulling? The pull you feel, the inner tug that doesn't always make logical sense, but keeps whispering, this way. Yeah. No, not that way. This way. Yeah, that one. That's your soul talking. Follow the pull. Follow the energy. It's not pressure. It's not ego. It's not expectations, but the pull, the energy that feels alive, magnetic, aligned. I think some of us go into confusion mode so we don't have to really deal with the energy we're getting. Because if it doesn't make logical sense, we just discount it. Now, let me just say this. This is not about sitting, on the couch or with a meditation pillow waiting for a miracle. You still got to show up. You still have to take action. But what is your energy saying about that action? Sometimes inaction is a form of action. What's the energy behind the action? Is it giving you life? Is it making you feel more stuck? Are you avoiding? The energy behind it is everything. When you follow the pull, life starts to move differently. Doors start to open, synchronicities happen. But when you're going the opposite direction, you're kind of in this yin yang, because the universe is saying one thing and your mind is saying another. So here's the key. You got to stop chasing what's not yours and start receiving what is. But here's the catch. To follow the pull, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust the energy. A lot of times we don't want to trust the energy. What happens if it takes me someplace bad? That's what our mind will say. Our ego will say that. So I want you to ask your question right now, okay? This is really going into soul's work right now when you're starting to tune into the energy. It's like your soul's going to the gym, okay? And at first, you may not be able to work out that long, but then you'll start to develop this muscle. So where in your life are you forcing something that just feels heavy, stuck, or off? And what's pulling you instead? Even if it's quiet, even if it scares you, even if it's unfamiliar. Because I think sometimes we think following the pull means, oh, it's going to feel like rainbows and butterflies. It may not. You might have to face a part of yourself that you're not or haven't been willing to face. So here's what I know for sure. And for those of you, I had an interview, gosh, I think it was like, it could have been pre-COVID. It was a while ago with Daryl Anka, who talks about, he channels Bashar, and he talks about following the energy. And it's really interesting because he gives you a kind of a 5-step plan, which makes logical sense. So it looks easy. I should say it looks simple, but it's not easy. Okay? Because it's not always. Because it sometimes doesn't make logical sense. The energy doesn't. So if you're supposed to be looking for a job and you feel like going swimming, okay, that might not make logical sense. But then, you're swimming and you run into somebody. You just don't know what the pull is. But we got to follow the energy. When you follow the pull, you actually are following your truth. And here's the thing about truth, especially your own truth. It doesn't scream, it doesn't manipulate, and it doesn't demand. It just pulls. It's that like tug, very gentle tug that says this way, gently, clearly, consistently. So are you getting signs? And if you feel like you're not, ask for signs and then see what shows up. So today I invite you to stop pushing. Something's not moving forward. Don't keep pushing it to move forward. Do what you can do and then let go. And if you're feeling like you're pushing and you're trying to just hustle through life, pause, breathe, come back to center, and ask yourself, what's pulling me right now? Then follow it. Follow the pull. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of LifeBites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.